Hello everyone, Hachadino over here, and today we are going to do a video about how I'm making currency on this league. Now, as you might expect, you ever watch the channel on this league itself, I've been playing an Abyss Stacker character, so I want to get good Abyss Jewels. Of course, as you might expect, also getting good ones, especially the 6 mod corrupted ones, it's not that easy. That is why I'm farming Abyss, and we are doing the Scarab of Edifice, 2 Abyss Scarabs, and then ideally you would use Pandemonium, but I'm using Conversion as I'm doing Destructive Play also. This means that we have different things in our tree, mostly map effect, as you might expect, all of the good Abyss points, more chance to drop Conqueror maps, more chance to get the strand thingies, synthesize maps, Conqueror, Shaper, and Elder Guardian. Here's Destructive Play. If you don't know how it works, I'm going to explain it a little bit, but it's not super hard. And then a lot of Scarab chances from different mobs, and because they also drop quite a lot on hordes. We also get Nico. I don't have 100% chance for Nico to actually spawn, but still we are doing mainly things. I also don't have Ultimatum or Blight in my maps. I don't mind Delirium or the Kalgurans or any of these, mainly because I don't have 2 points to go block them. And this is kind of what we do. So I'm doing Delve, Abyss, and then Invitation, farming, but I'm not doing the Elder maps. The Elder maps, as you might expect, the Elder bosses take quite a while and are a bit annoying. They have 3 phases, etc. etc. It's way better to do Conquerors or Shepherd Guardians. What I do is I just send these maps to my mappers in King's March. You want to have tier 5 mappers or tier 4 mappers. Full tier 4s are usually fine. Most of the time they do complete the map and send you their fragment. We also do elders when we can. I don't do many shapers, but sometimes when I'm bored, I do them. I also don't do Cyrus, but I could do it if I wanted. I could also do Maven, but Flicker Strike is very bad at Maven, so I usually sell the Maven's Writs. So the invitations that we mainly do are the Formed and the Forgotten. The Twisted, I did it once. Oh, sorry, and also Elder Slayers. The Twisted, I've done it once for the extra point, and the Heal and the Feared I haven't done yet. We have Silo as a map that we have favorited. I farmed Silo for a while as a destructive play character. What you do is you do all of the map. You get to the boss. Very important to not put a portal inside of the boss arena. And then you do the first phase. Maven is going to summon 3 bosses. Just remember, you need to complete most of the map to get those 3 bosses, and they have more chance to drop cool things. They drop more scarabs, they drop more maps by themselves. And then after you kill those 3 bosses, maybe if you want, you can kill some mobs in the interface. There are some rare mobs and some magic mobs that can drop quite a bit. And then you lock to character selection. Afterwards, you get the portal. The portal is outside of the arena, and you can keep spamming that map. It also works on map like, for example, I used to farm Desert Springs, also the one with the Scorpion, because you can do the first phase, the Scorpion Lady, Shakari, and then do the interface thingy that there are a lot of Scorpions that have very high rarity. And then before going to the other arena, you can go outside. The bosses, same thing as before, they actually pop on the first phase, so you can do those and don't worry. Now for doing the bosses from Elder Slayers and things like that, I am doing the invitations magic, or because it's very annoying to try and not get damage mods or something like that, because in the end I want to do them fast, so I do them white or magic, but you can also do them rare if you have a lot of damage. And now I still need to improve the build a lot, and that is how I'm getting a lot of currency. Now I have quite a bit ready to do some things. I also got a Hinecora's lock from an random drop, but I haven't sold it, so everything that I farmed has been without that. Now on the maps themselves, you can put one Delirium Orb, and when you have the the 6 slots, you can put a Beyond Scarab. It adds a lot of mobs, and because we are doing Abyss, it's very likely that we pop the boss, and the boss itself sometimes drops good tainted currency. I did do it for a while, and you do get some tainted fusings and other things. Also, from doing destructive play, you get the Maven Chisels. I usually sell them for Divines, but if I need some Chaos, I also send them for Chaos. And surprisingly enough, from the Hordes themselves, you can get quite a bit of Icors that drop sometimes. And most of the time is the lesser ones, but as you can see, also you can drop the Greater and the Grands. The exceptional, of course, only come from bosses. Now, I also have a lot of bubblegum things from my mappers, doing mostly tier 16 maps right now, and also other things. And I am also doing the Delve. I'm right now at like 250 something. The idea is to get to 600 and then go sideways to try and get as many bosses as possible, and also curse and mana places and fossils and things like that. They sell quite well after a time. In doing that, you can use Azurite to buy resonators, remember, and you can sell the resonators. I usually sell them for divines also, not worrying that much about chaos. And also remember that you can sell scarabs and things in bulk also to not waste a lot of gold on the exchange, or try to sell them for divines instead of chaos, because otherwise you're going to waste a lot of gold. You can also, a lot of scarabs that are completely useless, like all of these mod ones thingies, you can just sell and do a 3-for-1, and that 3-for-1 it's going to make it so you get 3 other random scarabs. For example, get the sulfite scarab that we know they are kind of useless, they are like 1 chaos. And then here we have 12 and we get 4 random ones. We got the risk, splintering, money, and cloister. Most of the time you will get some more power than not. You can also use pages like Wealth Exile or something to know more or less the value of some of the scarabs. It can be a bit hit and miss with some of them, but you can also check the exchange. You can go here to correct exchange and go I have and go to owned, because if you go to all, there are a lot of things that you don't have. And you can check different scarabs. Like for example, if you want to check this scarab of plenty and put I want chaos, you can see that this one is not super good. Most of the time, if they are less than 2 chaos, I do a 3-for-1. If they are more, I let them stack until I can get 1 device for them. And then there are some that when I drop them, I sell them instantly, like the one here for containment. And some others, like for example, Awakening is like 70 something. If I don't get the second one, I will sell it if I need some chaos. And that is how I have farmed more than 100 divines, kind of. I bought this good axe, kind of cool. This is like my tier 2 axe. I have like 3 ideas of axes. The first one is the one that I have over here, that I bought for around 2 divines. I have put it at 12 because it itself is good, but it's also because I will get also a super good axe, but without the fortify mod, and then I will double corrupt it to try and get fortify on the implicit. It's going to be of course a Baal or a Despot axe if possible. I also have done some money with recombinators, not from the selling themselves, but just putting some alterations into Despot axes and selling if I get flaring, or in this case you can see here we have also flaring and other things. Of course I have this for 2 divines and 1 divine, but I do put them down to 100k or something and it sells. And of course from Abyss Jewels. Abyss Jewels, I kind of eye them up, and you will drop a truckload of Abyss Jewels. So these are kind of the one that I have pre-thought that could be worth something. I have them in a stash tab with 50 chaos, and if they sell well, and if not, after 2 or 3 days, I go and I sell a whole line of these. Sometimes you know that these sell a 5 for 1, so you get a random one. I'm interested in getting magic murderers and searching jewels, because you do need a magic jewel for the warning tributes. Eventually I will have to get some better ones, and also good corruption on them. And multiplier or attack speed when crit, or attack speed work with maximum life and global strike multiplier. If you want, you can also get ghastly jewels and other, and hypnotic, but I don't really care about those. For example, this can sell well if it had attack speed, but it has cast speed, but maybe someone buys it or not. Nothing crazy. And that is more or less how I'm making all of my currency. I did some temples for a bit when they were quite expensive, but now they're way cheaper, so we don't really care about that. You can also roll. I rolled some flasks where I got some level 85 quicksilvers or diamonds. You use alteration a little bit, but most of my alterations now are spent on rolling despot access for that tier 1 and using recombinators. You can see I don't have many alterations right now. Usually when I have like 1000, I try to get a despot axe and get tier 1 or tier 2 physical, any of the mods, hybrid, flat, or percentage are worth something, around 100k, so a little bit more. And use the recombinator to get a 2 mod 1 that you can sell then for a little bit. So that is everything that I use to make money. I could do also the shapers and things like that, but in time spent, currency gained is not huge, and I also want gold. I haven't done any gold strats, so I haven't done a lot of tier 16.5 or 17, but eventually when I have more gear and I'm more durable, because I already have a lot of damage, but my problem is that sometimes Abyss can be super rippy, because sometimes you can get a spawn of 5 rare mobs, and if you get those 5 additional rare monsters and they have cool mods or something crazy, you can get popped really easily, especially if 2 of them get soul eater or something like like a lot of shield ground and other things. It can be very annoying, so I'm going to make this longer. Have a nice day, and I'll see you on the next video.